This message is for any Asian MAGA out there. We're next. I want to remind you that we are closer to the undocumented immigrants that are being deported right now than we are to them.
Warrant for this entire construction site, okay? We're Homeland Security. We have a search warrant for the whole site. We need construction to cease immediately. We need all work to end on the site right now.
Asian Americans did not overwhelmingly vote for Donald Trump, but you know who did? Korean Americans did, specifically in Georgia. And why does that matter? Because of what happened in Georgia the other day. Now, the last time I called out Korean Americans for their vote for Trump, I got called a lot of things on this app, in my comments and in my DMs from other Asians. So I will say this, it wasn't all Asians, it wasn't even a majority of Asians, but it was 64% of Korean Americans in Georgia, and that is relevant to this conversation. Because those factory workers, those Korean nationals who are now having to deal with a legal nightmare, probably lost wages because you think Hyundai is paying for them while they're being detained. It was their cousins, their American cousins, who made all of this possible. I've said for a while that Korean Americans have attached themselves to whiteness. Korean Americans have attached themselves to this idea that they're better than other Asians and better than other people of color. Not all Koreans feel this way. I certainly did not grow up feeling this way. My family does not feel this way. Don't come at me. If this isn't you, congratulations, you're one of the good ones. But I'm telling you, 64% of Korean Americans in Georgia voted for Donald Trump. And I'm speaking to them specifically. They will never see you as American. The Red Hatters, they will never see you as an equal member of society. And that might actually be okay with some of you because you have placed them at a higher status than even yourself. And you put your cousins in trouble because of it. Now, the reason some Korean Americans gave for their vote for Trump was for the economy, immigration, and wokeness. And I have to assume that some Korean Americans in Georgia who voted for Trump might start to be waking up.
You guys know how a lot of people actually were telling Asians that they are no different from other immigrants who are getting deported, because even when the Latinos were all getting deported, Asians were all quiet. None of them spoke out. Their their celebrities, their influencers, every one of them kept calm. And now they are beginning to find out that they are immigrants, okay? They are also minorities. A lot of them are beginning to find out, because tell me the reason why 450 of them were rounded up by ICE, and these guys might be facing deportation. We all know that, right? ICE came and picked them up, and there's this woman going around TikTok talking about how she's the one that invited ICE to come over there and how they're illegal immigrants and all of that. And people are like, why would you even want to do that? So these people actually felt that they have this kind of allyship with these spams, but right now they are figuring out that, you know what, we just have to form allyship with other immigrants like us and not Pam, right? Well, guys, I have other clips. I'm going to let them roll. Then I'll come back with a commentary. Please let me know what you all think in the comment section. Let's go watch. Credit to all creators on this video.
Now, one of racism's favorite costumes to wear in this country is rescue. And what that white woman in Georgia did to them South Koreans at that Hyundai facility yesterday is a prime example. Hey, it's Dr. Scott here, professor of African American literature and culture. Let's rewind. Yesterday, a white woman bragged online that she tipped off ICE about South Korean workers at Hyundai's Georgia manufacturing sites. Now, her defense to why she said she did this, and I'm going to play the video of her stating this, was because she wanted to help them. It was for their betterment. And her follow-up video, which I feel is her real reason, is because she felt like Georgians, people that look like her, were not being hired to work in those facilities.
So there were 452 illegals apprehended at the Hyundai mega plant construction site yesterday near Savannah. And I was the one that reported the information that I had to ICE. But it goes beyond just someone working illegally. Let me explain to you. These people are working for slave wages. Some are not getting paid. Some are being trafficked. They send money home to their country. They give money to their handler. They have hardly anything left. They live in homes 5 families deep, have no quality of life. Modern day slavery. So if you think that ICE is just going in and ripping people out of their jobs, these hardworking people that want a better life, well, guess what? politicians have really screwed these people because when they came here, they thought they were, hey, the border's open, we're coming in, we're going to get the 5-star treatment, and we can go to the big Walmart, and we can live in a 5-star hotel, and that's just not how it is. It's very bad conditions, very inhumane, and the Biden administration started a humanitarian crisis. So y'all can't just look at it like they're ripping good people off the job. They're probably saving their lives in the long run. The only people that are mad about this raid in Ellaville, Georgia at the Hyundai mega site are probably people that don't pay taxes, because in 2022, when they signed the agreement to bring that plant here and build it, they were given $32 million in tax breaks to employ Georgians, and they didn't. The Georgians never were hired temp to permanent. They had more of the people apprehended yesterday were Korean. They either were here illegally, overstayed their visas, or it was illegals working for the contractors and on the site. So they got all these tax cuts and never created jobs for Georgians.
Now, yes, I understand that the workers in Georgia are Korean, but I want to bring up the Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882 because it's one of the clearest examples of how Asian immigrant labor has also historically been scapegoated in this country. This was the first major U.S. law to ban immigration based on race and nationality. White workers then also claimed, oh, these Asian immigrants are stealing our jobs and they're driving down wages. Politicians back then framed the ban as protecting American laborers. But here's the truth. Asian immigrants were doing dangerous, low-paid work that white workers often refused, like building railroads or working in mines. So fast forward, in the United States, Georgia, in 2025, a white woman uses the same script. But instead she calls ICE and says she's helping South Korean workers. But what she's really saying is, I don't like that these jobs aren't going to people that look like me. That's resentment dressed up as rescue. And it's all connected. Y'all are calling ICE on immigrants, marginalized people, to get them out of here for jobs that y'all aren't even qualified to do in the first place, or y'all have historically been refusing to do at all. At all. Only thing that she was looking to protect was white power and white privilege.
I know I've been posting a lot about the deporting situation, and my mom, yesterday, she told me, hey son, you should probably not speak too much on this topic because it might cause a problem for us. That's the exact reason why this is a problem. Whenever there's a problem, Asian people go, oh my God, and nothing changes. That's probably the biggest thing that pisses me off about Asian people. You realize the current situation is literally a crime against humanity. Look, I think 70 to 80, 90% of us can agree that if they take illegal immigrants that commit crimes or whatever, look, that's whatever, okay? But they're stripping people of citizenships, and they're also taking people that are citizens. So what the hell does that mean for me? I was born here as a citizen. I can't imagine my mom or my sister, or think about it, like you're a close family member, imagine they just get taken for whatever good reason. And at this rate, they're not even finding a good reason. You know what they're doing? Oh, he's brown, let me take him. Oh, he's yellow, let me take him. That's literally what's going on. So that's why we're in this crisis of literal, ethnic cleansing, if you want to think about it that way. And I'm not exempt because I'm Korean. And then all the Asian influencers watching right now, stop posting about your, here's my favorite boba, or oh, here's my get ready with me. No one cares. And at least talk about the topic first to show that you're a human. And then you can start posting about your freaking stupid get ready with me. Oh, here's my favorite boba. Nobody cares about that right now. So at least address the issue, and then you can stroll on with your life. You'll probably gain a lot more followers that way. And who am I to say this when I only have 2,000 followers? Yeah, I know you're probably thinking that, but guess what? There's a lot of things that happens behind the scenes, and I've seen tremendous growth. Thank you guys so much for hearing me out and sharing my content. I appreciate you guys. It's time to go to the Ignacio. Let's go.
Let's take it from the top. It's not Hyundai, it's Hyundai. So if you're going to report anything to ICE, at least know the freaking name of it. Number two, in the first Trump administration, there was an agreement signed between Donald Trump and the South Koreans to bring some of their car manufacturing here to the United States. The South Koreans built a factory in the state of Georgia, and recently they have been adding to it, partnering with one of America's companies, LG, to produce electric vehicles, which would have brought billions to the state of Georgia and to the entirety of the United States and put a lot of people to work. Something you MAGA supporters are always complaining about. All of our manufacturing is being shipped overseas. And now that it's back in the United States, you want to open up your big fat Oopa Loopa mouth to ICE to get these people deported. And now all work has had to cease. And we've just damaged our relationship with one of our closest partners in Asia. I mean, do you people not think? It's this type of ignorance and silliness that got us Donald Trump in the first place, because you people just blindly do stuff. And now you just cost the state of Georgia jobs and money. I mean, what a stupid mother.
And I'm just like, why would somebody even think that everybody that work in that factory are illegal migrants? Okay, why must it be a palm color person that will do exactly that? Because I'm just here freaking out, like, why will that woman actually think that everybody there is being used? And she was talking about how it's not just I separating people and all of that, and how most of these people are being used and all of that because they want cheap labor. Like, why would you even think that these people do not have documentation and now calling eyes on them? So when I came across that video, I was like, why would she even want to do that in the first place? And this woman is just like, the internet is just going agog right now because 450% is a lot. And they came to this factory and picked up every one of them, surrounded every one of them. Okay. Well, let's check out the comment section and see what people are saying to this particular woman, okay, who said she called eyes on them. So someone said, be truthful with your words. There were 450 immigrants arrested, and to surprise of absolutely no one, almost all of them are documented. Okay, not that it should matter if they weren't, because you have no right to hate immigrants when you aren't an indigenous American. Do you understand? Do you understand? It's really like, I'm so shocked that this is coming from somebody. I thought to even make this video, I think I thought, okay, that some of these people that do this just keep calm. But this woman is so bold to come on the internet to tell people that she was the one that actually made the, call, okay? She was the whistleblower in all of this, okay? The workers at the Hyundai plant wearing illegal, okay? They were here on legal work visas, claiming they are making slave wages is flat out false too. Hyundai and Toyota, Kia, etc. pay their US plant workers solid wages, often above local averages. Okay, what this really looks like is someone angry that foreign workers are here legally doing the work. Okay, but let's be real. Hyundai is a South Korean company with $1 billion deal on the line. The Hyundai plant deal was sealed under Biden, not Trump, but he was more than happy to claim he penned the deal. Also, keep in mind, if cause like this creates hostility, Hyundai and LG could just as easy move those jobs to Mexico or Canada. Okay, that puts billions in investment and thousands of American jobs at risk. One, they could track back to your misinformed, ignorant self and possibly sue you for millions, if not billions, for causing an international blunder that could hurt trade deals with the US. But you didn't think that far. So instead of defending American job, calling eyes on legal visa holders only makes it more likely the jobs leave America altogether. This woman is actually putting herself on the line, right? She's actually putting herself on the line. And it's really, really annoying. It's really, really annoying. Like, when I saw that video, I was like, how can you even be the one to come out to tell people that, you know what, I am the one that called these people and all of that, when you would have just kept your mouth shut. Like, these people are just something. This woman is just something, right? And for all these people who actually feel that they are better off, like I saw a video of a lot of them, these Asian guys who was talking about how they are non-minorities and they do not talk about when there is issues and all of that. Now, who is going to stand with them? Because even the Palm was the one that called eyes on them. And now, who is their ally? Because even when Latinos were having their own issues of deportation, none of them came out. And, one of them came out and said, we are next. And definitely, it's happening. We're seeing it. Okay, so let's read this comment. Someone said, black folks have been warning for decades. If they can demonize us and come for our children without apology, they will eventually come for the rest of you. But too many got comfortable clinging to proximity to whiteness. So how's that working out for you all? Okay, because do you understand? So now if Hyundai decide to move their factory to Canada or Brazil, the country loses money. And I don't know how these people actually think. I don't understand how these people really think, okay, before making decisions. So maybe she's angry that immigrants are getting this kind of job. Why can't we get it as well? But if you don't have the qualification, you don't have it. You can't work in such factories, right? Well, guys, let me know what you all think in the comment section. Let's talk about it. Please consider subscribing if you have not already. And don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments and like the video as well. Credit to all creators on this video. See you all on my next. Bye, guys.